Alert days are in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow for the possibility for strong to severe thunderstorms. I'll tell you when our highest threat for severe weather will be.
We will not forgive. We will not forget. We will hunt you down and make you pay.
Continuing coverage of the devastation in Afghanistan. Multiple explosions killing many people, including U.S. military personnel outside the Kabul airport. We have the very latest right now at 6. The president tonight saying the U.S. will complete the mission at hand. 12 U.S. service personnel were killed, 15 others injured. The bombings happened just outside of the airport boundary. These are the aerial photos before the blast. You see the concentration of people near the ditch along the fence line there. The Pentagon says 2 suicide bombers and gunmen attacked the crowd waiting to get into the airport, leaving 60 Afghans and those 12 U.S. personnel dead. The president blaming the terrorist group ISIS-K. He vows to avenge the loss. Continuing the evacuation means the president risks more deaths, but the alternative would be an early end to the pullout and leaving behind Americans who want to get out. And new at 6, Governor Evers releasing this statement, quote, "Our thoughts are with our U.S. military members and Afghans. Kathy and I join Wisconsinites in praying for them, their loved ones, and for the safety of our service members, American citizens, and allies." In Afghanistan, chaos and heartbreak, but the mission here in Wisconsin remains the same: to welcome Afghan refugees as temporary guests and also help those who choose to stay. Naomi Cole spoke to an Afghan refugee in Madison. He was employed in Afghanistan with the U.S. military and shares his message and how you can help.
Can he tell me when he came to the United States?
Last year, September 16th.
Asaldin Gujar helped the U.S. military in Afghanistan.
He worked with them side by side in the mission.
We spoke with him with the help of his son and an interpreter and checked that it was okay to show his name and face.
He said no problem.
Many fellow Afghans are about to go through similar experiences as they look to resettle, some right here in Madison.
He said initially everything was organized except like transportation and interpretation. Like there was no one to translate and interpret for them, so it was kind of hard for them to communicate.
Communication, something we don't think about until it's our only line of survival.
If they don't have good interpreter, so nothing will go the way that they want.
There's so many irregularities about English that don't exist in other languages.
The Literacy Network in Madison contracts with the state to help refugees learn English and integrate in the community. They've been helping Asaldin do just that and are preparing to step up that help as potentially thousands of Afghan refugees get temporary housing at Fort McCoy, with some likely to permanently resettle here in the Madison area.
A lot of the refugee population that we have in our programs right now are older students, and so it does take more time for them to learn English. They're here to make a better life for themselves, and they deserve our support.
Life in Madison for Asaldin and his family is getting better.
They like snow and everything.
But their message to our government is one of fear for friends and family left behind.
He said we are very appreciative, thankful for the United States and other ally nations. There are a lot of people that they are very poor and they cannot have anything, you know. He said my message to the United States government that they're still killing those who work with the U.S. military in Afghanistan.
And a plea in the light of the chaos and killings today to help those who helped us.
There is something still there and the danger of Taliban. So he said, he's concerned about that, and his family members still live behind.
For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
Here's how to volunteer for the Literacy Network. English tutors take a 2-hour shift once per week. They're asked to commit to at least one semester. Many sessions are virtual right now, and you don't need a certification as the organization prepares the lesson plans, and you can learn more at channel3000.com. And last night, News 3 Now was the first to share the story of an Afghan refugee currently living here in Madison who is working with a local nonprofit to get his wife and 3-year-old son out of Afghanistan. He relocated to Madison after acting as a translator for the Marines during the war, which makes him and his family now now targets of the Taliban. The Catholic Multicultural Center and Team America spent this week getting his family to safety. You can see their story at channel3000.com. Another local organization also gearing up to help these refugees. Our Jamie Perez shows us how you can donate to Open Doors for Refugees.
Last Tuesday, we set up our 54th apartment.
Ken Bond takes pride in knowing he's helped refugees resettle in Madison for the past 6 years.
They're exhausted. You know, I think they come in, they must have a tremendous sense of relief that at least this part of their journey is over.
Now preparing for an influx of Afghan refugees, his organization, Open Doors for Refugees, could use your help.
Armchairs, televisions, nightstands, TV stands. We don't take beds. Or bedding.
Since news of the crisis in Afghanistan broke about 2 weeks ago, dozens of people have offered to help, but they still need more.
Now, right now, we are in just one of 3 of their major donation centers. You can see a lot of household items. Even though they still need a lot more donations, there's other things that they need help with as well.
You know, if we really get the influx of Afghan refugees that we could, we're going to have to really ramp up everything, including more pickups, because we'll be having more apartment setups.
Volunteers, people to pick up donations, drop them off, move furniture to furbish apartments, and more.
People to drive people around. When they get here, they have to go to a lot of appointments for that first month.
Bond said any gently used or good condition household items they'll take.
And we don't want to put stuff in their apartments that we wouldn't be comfortable with in ours.
Whatever you're able to give, he and the refugees will be grateful for the help.
They ended one journey and they're starting another. It's not going to be easy for them.
In Madison, Jamie Perez.
Thank God for this community. We live in a community of concerned people who really want to help.
News 3 Now.
And as this story develops, be sure to stay up to date. Sticking with News 3 Now on air and online at channel3000.com. We get a look outside now. A hot and humid day leading to a storm threat tonight. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our alert day forecast. Gary.
Yeah, Eric, we have alert days in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to rain all the time. When it rains, it could rain hard, and we have the possibility for some high winds and the stronger storms. So we have the alert days in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow. We're watching some showers and some isolated thunderstorms moving through southwestern Wisconsin. Here in the Madison area, we've been dry so far, but this is the first batch of storms. The main area is starting to develop around the Twin Cities. Will expand westward into South Dakota, and that area will drop southeastward through much of Minnesota, northern Iowa, and southern Wisconsin. The highest severe weather threat, the enhanced risk area out to the west of us, but still a slight risk for Madison and areas to the west. And tomorrow, a slight risk over much of southern Wisconsin, again for high winds and heavy rainfall. Precipitation from Future Track, some areas could see 3 to 5 inches or more of rain, especially to the west of us, where flood and flash flood watches have just been issued. Temperatures right now, mid-80s here in Madison. The rain has cooled the air to the temperatures in the 70s over southwestern Wisconsin, but the dew point temperatures are high. It'll remain muggy, and look for a low tonight of only 69, a high tomorrow of 86. Again, best chances for storms late tonight into tomorrow, and then we'll see hot and humid weather for Saturday. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
And as we look ahead to that possible stormy weather, get all your local weather information right in the palm of your hand. Download the free Channel 3000 First Warn weather app. Madison firefighters are calling a fatal fire they responded to last night. Extremely rare. Happened at Summit Hills Apartments right by Elver Park on the city's west side. They say fire-related deaths in Madison don't happen very often, especially when buildings have sprinkler systems, and this complex had them, and they worked. That fire was confined to the one unit where a body was found, but crews closed off 2 floors as a precaution. Come Monday, the city of Madison will reframe how it responds to 911 calls for nonviolent mental health concerns, turning over responsibility from police to a brand new service. Adam Duxter joins us live from Fire Station 3 with why city leaders across the board say this couldn't be coming at a better time. Adam.
Madison's mayor says even prior to the pandemic, Dane County was responding to about 7,000 mental health related calls each year, and oftentimes sending a uniformed police officer could only escalate the situation. And today they're hoping the creation of this CARES group and the addition of this van will be the first step in making real change.
Madison's Central District has a new first responder vehicle, one that come Monday will serve a purpose the city has never seen.
We know that people can feel confident calling for help for their loved ones and knowing that they're going to get the support and the treatment that they may need.
The CARES van will be staffed with 2 medics as well as 2 specialists from the Journey Mental Health Services team. And when calls come into 911 for nonviolent mental health crisis situations, a dispatcher will send the CARES van to respond instead of police.
As a former paramedic in the city of Madison, there was always calls that as a paramedic that we went on for mental and behavioral health type emergencies that fell outside of our protocols.
While MPD does have officers trained specifically for mental health situations, first responders know often a police officer's presence can make matters worse.
And there are many times where people are very receptive to having a mental health officer come to them in what is clearly intended to be a helping role and connecting them to resources. And there are many times where, regardless of the role of police, people just don't want to have any contact with law enforcement, which is totally understandable.
And simply put, these people are patients. And if they need to be in some type of medical system, they don't need to be in the law enforcement side in the law system.
Madison joins cities like Eugene, Oregon, Austin, and Dallas in programs like this and say, while it does come with a $500,000 investment, it's money well spent.
We have, as a society, have become over-reliant on law enforcement as our first responders to behavioral health crises. And there are so many situations where that is just not necessary and not the appropriate response or even the helpful response.
The biggest limit to this CARES program will be the fact that they're starting with just this one van and just 4 employees who will only work 8 hours a day during the week and only serve Madison's Central District. And those who are operating this program say all of that was taking into account the fact that that's where they're seeing the calls and that's when they're seeing them. But say as time moves on in the years past, they hope to expand this program even more.
Adam Duxter live tonight. Adam, thank you. And still to come at 6, the Madison School District today announcing a new virtual learning option for elementary students. How you can sign up if you want to. That's next.
Get the best mattress deals early at Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale. Skip the line to save up to 65% off mattress doorbusters like these. Plus, up to 6 years no-interest financing means you pay less than $20 a month on luxury mattresses like these. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for custom baths, tub to shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. We make bathroom updates easy. Be one of 20 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. With the first day of school about a week away, the Madison District opening up a virtual learning option for elementary students. The plan is still to have 5-day in-person learning, but now that virtual option will be offered up to 5th grade. So if you're interested, you'll need to fill out an interest form by noon Monday, and you can find it at channel3000.com. A new study shows us just how widespread COVID was last year. 1 in 3 Americans had the virus by the end of 2020, but less than a quarter of those cases were recorded because testing wasn't readily available earlier in the year. So the full picture of just how widespread the virus was couldn't be captured. And teens are being hit hard right now. According to the CDC, the highest rate of infection last week was for those 16 and 17. The month before, 18 to 29-year-olds had the highest rate. Overall, that entire age group still has the largest share of COVID infections. There's always room for improvement. That's the sentiment among healthcare providers in the Madison area who are mandating vaccines for employees. Anna Hansen spoke with 2 places with already high vaccination rates before adding a mandate in the past week.
hospice care requires the right people making the right mindset.
Normal probably is going to be redefined.
Which is why at Madison's A Grace Hospice Center, where accepting death is a part of life, they're embracing reality.
People are taking this seriously.
This week, A Grace joined the growing number of organizations and businesses requiring their employees to get vaccinated against COVID. CEO Lynn Sexton says a push by the Wisconsin Medical Society helped.
The Wisconsin Medical Society kind of put out this challenge or this, hey, healthcare community in Wisconsin, we need to lead the way.
At A Grace's Fitchburg branch, 90% of the employees were already vaccinated. Since the announcement, that number has increased to just under 95%.
There are staff that are very skeptical.
The mandate names November 1st as the deadline for employees to get the vaccine, and Sexton says she doesn't anticipate a noticeable loss of workers as a result.
We're anticipating far less than even 1% of our staff are going to resign over this.
Healthcare providers have led the push to require vaccines. Group Health Cooperative joined that push last week.
I salute everyone that has come up with the mandate.
Group Health Cooperative CEO Mark Huth says 92% of his 800 employees are vaccinated. For him, it's about setting an example.
It's really our place to be in a leadership position for really pushing vaccination.
Overall, Sexton says the mandate has one sole purpose: to keep patients and staff safe.
I truly, truly believe that the vaccine is the best and safest way for us to get past this pandemic.
In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
And healthcare workers, teachers, and higher education students will be required to receive the coronavirus vaccine in Illinois.
Effective September 5th, individuals working in these settings who are unable or unwilling to receive their first dose of vaccine will be required to get tested for COVID-19 at least once a week.
Illinois also joining several other states to reintroduce a statewide indoor mask requirement regardless of vaccination status. Stay with us. Gary's back with an update on tonight's severe weather chances. That's next.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Are you tired of your old bath or shower? Mad City Baths makes bathroom upgrades easy with installations in as little as 1 day. Plus, with Microban antimicrobial protection, cleaning is a breeze. And now 20 homeowners will get special savings with free installation. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. And we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Final days. Call now.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's. We have the meat.
Get the best mattress deals early at Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale. Skip the line to save up to 65% off mattress doorbusters like these. Plus, up to 6 years no-interest financing means you pay less than $20 a month on luxury mattresses like these. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Well, we continue with alert days in the forecast for tonight and for tomorrow as well for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, I think tonight the best chances will be around midnight or shortly thereafter, and then tomorrow we'll see maybe some storms in the morning and then again in the afternoon. So a couple of rounds moving on through. Tonight, the showers and isolated thunderstorms over southwestern Wisconsin have been weakening as they push eastward. A few more thunderstorms across southeastern Minnesota, but the main event may be starting to develop around the Twin Cities back into parts of southwestern Minnesota. We may see a line of strong to severe thunderstorms that develops and then moves to the east and southeast over much of southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and into southern Wisconsin later on tonight. Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. That's where the highest severe weather threat is. A slight risk or a level 2 risk from Madison westward, and a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms east of Madison. That's where the storms will arrive last and probably be a little bit weaker. High wind probability, highest across Minnesota and Iowa. Again, as that line of storms in Minnesota moves southward, it could bring the potential for some widespread wind damage in spots. Large hail, most threat out to the west. Can't rule out an isolated storm with hail here, and even an isolated tornado is a possibility, but I think the highest threat will be farther out to the west of us where the storms are going on now. They'll reach us later on tonight when the atmosphere is a little more stable. Tomorrow, the severe weather threat shifts a little farther to the east. Slight risk for much of southern Wisconsin, marginal risk closer to Lake Michigan. High winds, the main threat, but not as significant as today. Tomorrow, the hail threat also there, and even the possibility for an isolated tornado. Again, I think the high wind and heavy rain threats will be the main concerns. And you can see the heavy rain threat, what I'm talking about here. This is Future Track, just updated within the last hour, and now calling for the potential for some 3 to 5 inch rainfall amounts, or even higher over parts of western Wisconsin and parts of northeastern Iowa. And in fact, the National Weather Service has now issued flood watches for northeastern Iowa and southeastern Minnesota, and a flash flood watch across parts of eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois through early Saturday morning for those areas to the south. You can see these rounds of thunderstorms moving right along the jet stream in the contrast zone right around the stationary front between mild and humid air to the north where temperatures are in the 70s and warm to hot and humid weather to the south where temperatures are in the 80s and 90s, and that contrast zone is right over the southern portion of the Midwest. Temperatures in the upper 80s in northern Illinois and in the lower 70s not far to our north and to our west. So as long as we're in that contrast zone, more rounds of storms. Tonight, a low of 69. Again, best chances after midnight with the possibility for high winds and heavy rain. High 86 tomorrow, some off and on thunderstorms and high humidity. On Future Track, you can see the storms moving in overnight, then a break, and then more storms firing up tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Those lift to the north on Saturday morning, and then we break into the hot and humid air with temperatures on Saturday in the lower 90s. And again, those heavy rainfall threats there, especially over the western parts of our viewing area. 7 to 10-day forecast, still mid-80s with thunderstorm chances on Sunday after that hot day on Saturday. Next week looking much more comfortable with just a few chances for rain.
And just that in sports, it's all about the preparation for Sauk Prairie volleyball. Why that message is helping the Eagles find success off the court. Our Coach of the Week is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Baths is looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower installed in as little as 1 day. From walk-in showers to barrier-free designs, we'll visit with you to come up with a layout to fit your space and needs. Add a safety seat, grab bars, and mounted handhelds for comfort and convenience. And for the ultimate in relaxation, look at our walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. Update your bathroom now. 20 homeowners will save with free installation. But these are the final days. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do?
Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Get the biggest appliance savings at the big sale going on now at all Grand Appliance showrooms. Get this Amana top-load washer for just $4.98. This Frigidaire smooth top range for just $5.98. Or bundle up and save even more with up to $1,000 in extra savings available exclusively at Grand Appliance. Don't miss the big sale at grandappliance.com or your local Grand showroom. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts since 1930.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement. So take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Friday on News 3 Now this morning, we are talking about a new initiative in raising awareness for cleaner lakes at Madison.
And why you're going to want to have that Channel 3000 weather app handy going into the weekend. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
In her second year at Sauk Prairie, Amy Schlemgen took the Eagles to state for just the second time in school history. As for year 3, well, she's got bigger plans for her volleyball team, but winning isn't the main focus. Amy Schlemgen, our Coach of the Week. As soon as Amy Schlemgen stepped onto the court,
thumb up so it actually turns. She came in here and turned this program around.
She changed the culture.
Good, good, good. That's it.
I think we've finally gotten the respect from other teams and other schools around the state.
Sauk Prairie is coming off their first trip to the state volleyball tournament since 2009. But getting there is no longer the goal. It's the bar.
There you go.
Everybody wrote down win state. That's just the biggest thing we have going for us right now. That's all our motivation.
But Schlemgen has bigger plans for her Eagles.
She not only talks about being great volleyball players and great athletes, but she's also trying to make us better people.
And that starts with preparation.
Never take things for granted that you can just walk in a gym and play and everything's going to be great. You have to prep.
Because as she would say,
when the time to perform is here, the time to prepare is past.
You have to put in the work.
Nice.
To be successful.
She shows us the hard work that you have to put in to be prepared and, focusing on all the little things to put the whole thing together in the end.
I think that would carry on to past high school, past volleyball, just work as hard as you can out of what you're doing, and then it'll help you get to where you want to be.
Pretty impressive, girls!
And don't forget, you can nominate your coach to be our next Coach of the Week. Just send me an email to the address on your screen, and be sure to tell me how your coach goes beyond the X's and O's. Remember, it can be any coach at any level. Brewers looking for the 3-game sweep against the Reds. Just wasn't in the cards today. Crew already down a run, and Jonathan India makes it 4 thanks to a 3-run bomb. Brewers fall 5-1, but Gary, they still have an 8.5-game lead over the Reds in the standings.
Yeah, but I have Jonathan India on my fantasy baseball team.
It's all about Gary's fantasy team.
Well, let's take a look at the storms right now. The Storm Prediction Center watching this area for severe thunderstorm development over the next few hours. That might be the area that will move in here later on tonight. Right now, just some light showers over southwestern Wisconsin dying out. Temperatures where the rain is cooled the air in the 70s. Most areas low to mid 80s, but dew point temperatures are very high, upper 60s to lower 70s, so any storm could produce heavy rain as well as gusty winds tonight and tomorrow.
All right, Gary will keep an eye on it for us. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back tonight at 10.